Purpose of the video is to assist instructional coaches and school administrators on how to build trusting relationships with students and how to communicate effective feedback to adult learners who in this case are our teachers. Mrs. Gonzalez and I will be demonstrating two different strategies to use to build rapport with our students and two different strategies on how to provide effective feedback to our teachers. The purpose for the instructional coach is to work directly and indirectly with teachers, staff, and principals to improve effective classroom instruction and increase student learning, performance, and achievement. As such, we have to ensure that we build positive relationships with our students and be able to assist our colleagues in bettering their teaching craft while treating them as professionals and as equals in our roles as we push for student achievement. We will now begin our simulation on building rapport.
Hi, Mr. Gonzalez. I was wondering if you could help me with something.
Absolutely. How can I help you?
I'm trying to figure out ways to further build rapport with my students. I want them to participate in the classroom more, but they are a little timid. How do you think I can do that?
There's a few things that come to mind. One thing that I would do with my students is greet all of them at the door. I'd shake their hands and talk to them briefly as they were walking in. It can be brief as asking them if they did their homework, if they studied, how their morning is going, things like that.
Okay, well, how do I get them to continue talking?
Some periods, I would spend a few minutes of each day asking them how their weekends were, if they had any plans. The first few times that I would do this, they would be quiet, so I would have to answer my own questions and ask if they could relate to how my morning was going or what I was going to be doing. You might get a few responses, and this would give them the opportunity or give you the opportunity to get them to start talking about the topics that you are going to be teaching about.
Thank you. I'll definitely give this a try.
Let me know how it works. I'm sure it's going to work out great, and you'll get your kids talking in no time. Rapport building is important to ensure positive student perception and behavior. Furthermore, with an increase in rapport, student participation will also increase. We are now going to demonstrate how to effectively communicate with adult learners, in this case our teachers. Teachers are professionals who are in the classroom every day working hard to ensure student success. When we approach them with techniques that will improve their teaching, we have to ensure that we are not approaching them as if we are attacking their teaching, but rather look at and inform our teachers on the positives of their teaching and suggest methods and techniques that they can implement in their teaching. These suggestions can take place in a one-on-one setting after classroom walkthroughs or during professional development trainings. Mrs. Gonzalez and I will demonstrate how an instructional coach can approach a teacher and suggest methods and techniques that can ultimately improve their teaching and improve student success. Hi, Mrs. Gonzalez. You did a great job on your lesson on World War I technologies.
Thank you. The students really enjoy when we talk about weapons, war, or really any type of conflict.
The visuals you used were really captivating, and the students really seemed to be engaged throughout your lesson. Good job.
Thank you.
In a lesson like this, you could even have students go on their Chromebooks and have each student research a weapon from World War I and perhaps compare it to a weapon that we have now.
That's a good idea. Students may even present their findings.
Absolutely. You can even create a Kahoot quiz based on the information they present and have students take the quiz the following day as review.
Thank you. I think I'm going to use that for the next unit.
The dialogue between the instructional coach and the adult learner, the teacher, focuses on praise for the job that the teacher is doing in the classroom. The teacher does not feel attacked, but rather their job is being validated not only by her students, but by the instructional coach. Suggestions are made on techniques that can be adapted to the teacher's teaching style, which allows for a positive reception from the teacher. The strategies presented can be adapted by instructional coaches to ensure that they, along with teachers, staff, and administrators, can all work together to increase student achievement. Another strategy that can be used is to invite teachers to lead a professional development training on a topic that the teacher is strong in. We will now begin our simulation on that part. Hi, Mrs. Gonzalez. In a couple of months, we're going to have a professional development meeting on data gathering. Your department has been gathering student data and analyzing your findings and adapting your teaching methods to meet the needs of students. I was wondering if you would be available to present how your department gathers data, analyzes it, and collaborates together to meet student needs.
Yeah, I would be interested in doing that. I would need some time, though, to get a presentation together. Would you mind helping me with the presentation? Also, could I get another teacher from my department to help me with the presentation?
Absolutely. I can help you with anything that you would need, and of course, another teacher can help you with this. Thank you very much for your help with this.
Thank you.
By inviting the teacher to help the instructional coach in leading the professional development, the instructional coach is showing the teacher and the entire staff that instructional coach do not have all the answers when it comes to student success. Rather, it is a collective effort. By involving a staff member, the teacher, and by extension the entire staff become active participants in the development of training for teachers that can help better their craft. Thank you very much.